Hi everyone, it is Alex with Holistic Movement Pilates. Today I have a mat workout for you using a ball for a prop. I will have the ball linked in the description below if you don't have one. And then our focus today is going to be a lot of core upper body work. We are going to do some lower body, but again, focus is going to be core upper body. And this is going to be a nice quick workout for you. So if you don't have a ton of time, great workout to put on just to get something in for your day. So let's go ahead, lie ourselves down. When we get down, the balls are just going to start right in between our knees. Our arms are going to be long at our sides. Our feet are going to be flat down into the mat. And then feet are just going to be about the balls width away. We're going to start with bridging today. So I'm going to take an inhale here in my neutral spine. On an exhale, I'm going to flatten my low back down into the mat, and I'm going to start to peel my spine up one vertebrae at a time. Adjust your feet as needed. When I come up, I want to think a nice long line from my knee to my shoulder. I'm sending my tailbone towards the ball, inhaling at the top, and then I'm going to exhale and roll my spine all the way back down into the mat. Again, I'm just going to inhale in my neutral, exhale, flatten my low back down, peel my spine up, use the glutes, use my hamstrings. I'm squeezing the ball just slightly as I come up, take an inhale at the top, and then exhale, we're articulating our spines all the way back down into the mat. Again, inhaling in our neutral, exhale, flatten the low backs down, peel our spines up. We have a nice little squeeze of that ball as we come up. Take an inhale at the top, exhaling as we articulate our spines all the way back down into the mat. Inhale in our neutral, and then last one. Exhale as we flatten and peel. Use those glutes, hamstrings, send the tailbone again towards your ball. Nice long line from your shoulder to your knee. Now we're gonna hold ourselves up into our bridge. On an exhale, I'm gonna squeeze the ball in between my knees so my adductors are firing, and then I'm just gonna inhale, release, hold my bridge. Exhale, squeeze the ball, inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze, inhale, release. Again, I'm just saying right up into that bridge. Nice long line from my shoulder to my knees. Inner thighs working as I squeeze. Glutes and hamstrings are working to hold me up. Exhale, big squeeze. Inhale, release. Let's go for 4. Exhale, squeeze. 3. And then last one. All right, then once we release, we're gonna roll our spines all the way back down into the mat, and we're just gonna come back into our neutral spines. Now we're gonna take the balls, we're gonna go behind our right knees, and then once we take it behind our right knee, our left foot is gonna stay on the floor. It's going to be right in line with our sits bones. Arms are gonna be at our sides. We have 4 unilateral bridges. So I'm gonna take an inhale in my neutral spine. I'm gonna exhale, flatten my low back down, peel my spine up again, one vertebrae at a time, take an inhale at the top, and then as I roll my spine back down, I'm evenly weighted throughout the right and the left side. We're inhaling at the bottom in our neutral, exhale, flatten the low backs down, peel our spines up, take an inhale, and then we are exhaling to articulate those spines back down into the mat. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, ready, flatten and peel. Glute, hamstring, take that inhale, roll our spine all the way back down, and then last one, we're flattening and peeling. Now this time we're gonna hold ourselves up into our bridge. Again, our pelvis stays still. I'm gonna inhale, dip my right toes down to the floor, exhale, lift, right toes dip, exhale, lift. Again, that left side is working to stabilize us up here. I'm engaging my obliques to pull my knee back up into that tabletop position. We're gonna go for 2 more, keep those balls, and then last one. Now we're gonna roll our spines back down, and then before we put the ball behind our left knee, we're just gonna give that left hamstring a nice stretch. Okay, then we're gonna bend our knee, right foot is flat down onto the mat, arms at our sides. Again, 4 of those bridges. I'm gonna inhale first, exhale, flatten the low back down, push into my right foot, roll up. Take an inhale, exhale, articulate the spine back down. We wanna think evenly weighted throughout the right and the left side as we roll up, evenly weighted throughout the right and the left side as we roll our spines back down. We're gonna go ahead and do 2 more. Exhaling as we flatten and peel. Take that inhale at the top. Exhale, roll those spines back down. And then last one. Now when we get up, we're gonna hold, pelvis stay still. Dip the left toes, lift the knee. Inhale, dip. Exhaling as we lift back up. Again, that right side is working to stabilize us. I want you to engage your left obliques to pull your left knee back up. We're gonna go 4, 3, keep that pelvis nice and still. And then last one, roll our spines down, and you can give your right leg a stretch. Okay, now once we stretch out that right hamstring, I'm gonna use my hand behind my leg just to help rock me up. We're gonna take our balls, they're gonna go behind our backs, right to like right in between our shoulders, somewhere around your bra line. I don't want it too far down into your back where it's almost like midway thoracic spine. I'm gonna go more towards like my upper thoracic, right in between my shoulders, right around my bra line. And then our feet are gonna be about hip distance away from each other on the mat. Hands are gonna go behind our heads, and then we're just gonna inhale and fold over our balls into a nice spinal extension. Now, do not worry about your neutral spine at all here. I'm letting my ribs pop out to the sides. I'm just holding this nice big stretch, nice extension. I'm gonna inhale here, and then on an exhale, I'm gonna nod my chin towards my chest, curl up to my bra line. My low back is gonna go flat, and then I'm gonna inhale and fold back over that ball into an extension. Exhaling as we curl up, and then we're gonna inhale, fold back over. Now again, we are not worrying about our neutral spine, so our pelvis is just gonna kind of rock around from an anterior tilt to a posterior tilt. I do want you to think when you come up, your low back can be flat down into the mat. So we're exhaling to curl, and we're inhaling to fold ourselves back over. Elbows are open out wide to the sides of the room. Feel that rectus abdominis, so those superficial core muscles. Inhale, fold, exhale, come up, and I'm keeping that little space in between my chin and my chest the entire time, like I can fit a lemon there. Now, the next time we come up, we're gonna hold ourselves up into our curls. I'm gonna bring my knees up into a tabletop position. Hands can either stay behind our head or they can go down to your sides. Now, if the back is an issue, or if the ball is an issue for your back, you can take it out and do the same series with no ball. I want you to, again, tuck your pelvis and flatten your low back down. If you need to scoot those balls a little further back, you can. Hands can either be at your sides or behind your head. I'm gonna inhale, dip my right toes down to the mat. Exhale, lift, left toes dip. Exhale, lift. So I'm just hinging at the hips to dip my toes down, and then I'm engaging my obliques to pull each leg back up. So again, inhale, dip, exhaling as I lift. Hands can be at your sides or behind your head. Dip, lift, dip, lift. It's an inhale down and an exhale to pull the knees back up. Now we're gonna do one more right, one more left. When that left leg comes up, pause, zip your legs together. Inhale, dip both toes down towards the mat. Exhale, lift both knees back up. Inhale, dip, scoop into your low abs to pull your knees back up. Again, inhale down, exhale up. I'm drawing my abs in to my back to lift those knees back up. Down, scoop to lift. Let's go. 4, 3, again, if you feel it in your low back with that ball, you can always take that ball out from underneath you. Set your feet back down. Hands can go behind your head and fold over your balls into a nice little extension. My elbows are open out wide, just to open up my chest. Okay, back into our core. We're gonna curl back up into that abdominal curl. I'm gonna flatten my low back down, knees up into a tabletop position. Hands can either stay here or they can go down to your sides. We're gonna inhale, reach the right leg out to a challenging level. I'm gonna exhale, pull back in, left leg out, exhaling as I pull back in, engaging my obliques to pull each leg back in, out and in. And the lower you go with the legs, the more you are going to feel your obliques working. Out, exhale as we pull in. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 2. Last one. Now, once we come in, we're going to inhale, reach out with both legs. Exhale, pull both legs back in. Inhale out. Exhale in. The lower you go, the harder it is. Abs are in. I want you to try to pull those knees as close to your chest as you can. Low back's down. Inhale out. Exhale back. 3, 2, 1, and then we'll relax the feet. We'll fold back over our balls into our nice little extension. Hold this stretch. We have 2 more things for our core, and then we're out of this series. So hands behind the head again. We'll curl ourselves up. Now, personally, I like to keep my hands behind my head for this one just because I feel like it gives me a little more weight back here. Otherwise, I feel like I come off of my ball a little bit. If you want them at your sides, it can be at your sides. We're gonna go knees, tabletop. Try to get your low backs flat. Legs go straight up to the ceiling. If you have tight hamstrings, little bend to your knees. We're gonna inhale, lower the right leg straight down. Exhale to lift, left leg lowers. Exhale as we lift. Again, I'm engaging my obliques to pull each leg back up. Lower and lift. Let's go for 3. Exhale up. 2. Last one on that left leg. Then we pause. We lower both legs down to a challenging level. We lift both legs up. Both legs down to a challenging level. Lift. Try to flatten your low backs down when you lift those legs. All low abs, no low backs. If you feel it in your low backs, the legs, we shorten the range of motion. Down and up. Let's go for 2 and 1. Bend the knees, relax the feet, fold over those balls into a nice spinal extension. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and come up. When we come up off of our balls, we are going to go onto our hands and our knees. And when we get onto our hands and our knees, we're just gonna set the balls off to the sides. We will use them a little later, but we're just gonna set those balls to the sides. When I get onto my hands and my knees, if you need to fold your mats, you guys can always fold your mats to make this a little squishier. I have my nice little stacked mat, so I can always fold mine to make it squishier for my knees. Honestly, I have more cushion than normal for a mat, so I am not folding mine, but if you need to for your knee's sake or put a towel underneath, you can. Shoulders over the hands, hips are right over the knees. We are going to start with our right leg extending back behind us. Curl your toes underneath you. Extend the left leg, curl those toes. Now legs can either be zipped together or just about a fist distance away from each other. We're holding our planks. Our abs are in, legs are long, butts are down. Now we're going to move into push-ups. So we're gonna start wide. We bend our elbows wide, we press up, wide, press. We're gonna go for 4, 3, they can be big or small, 2, and 1. Back onto the knees. Feel free to give yourselves a little stretch back. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, back onto our hands and our knees. I'm gonna step 1 foot back again, doesn't matter which one, other foot back. We have 4 push-ups next, wide. If you need to do them on your knees, do them on your knees. We bend wide, press, for 2, 1, and back down onto those knees and stretch. Now last round of push-ups for 2, and then we are out of our push-ups. Back onto the hands and knees, 1 foot back, the other foot back, just 2 push-ups, big or small. 1, 2, and back onto those knees. Feel free to stretch back. Now, I'm gonna grab the ball. It's gonna go behind my right knee. And then once I get it behind my right knee, I'm gonna just come back onto my hands and my knees. So my shoulders over my hands, hips are right over my knees. On an exhale, I'm gonna lift my right knee off the floor, and then we're just gonna set it back down, lift the right knee and lower. My shoulders and hips are staying parallel to the floor. And when I lift, I'm squeezing my glute. I'm inhaling to dip, exhale to lift. Eyes down to the floor. Squeeze your butts when you lift that leg up. Abs are in. I'm gonna go for 4. Try to keep those balls there. 3, 2, 2. Now on this last one, I'm gonna hold this leg lifted and give my leg little pulses up, 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 up. Just little lift. Squeeze your glute every time you lift. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax. Okay, now take the ball into your left hand. Right hand stays down onto the mat. Reach the ball out away from you and reach your right leg behind you. Right leg and left arm are gonna stay long. Find your stability in your shoulder and your core. We're gonna lift the left arm and the right leg, and then we're gonna lower it back down. We're gonna lift and lower. And every time I lift, I'm squeezing my glute. Up, down, up, down. Abs are in to my back. Shoulders, hips stay parallel to the floor for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now we're gonna hold here. From here, I'm gonna bend my elbow and my knee, tuck my pelvis, meet in the middle, so elbow goes to knee. Inhale, we reach the arm and leg out. Exhale, tuck, pull the knee to the elbow. Inhale, out. Exhale, tuck, pull. Inhale out. Find that stability in your core and your shoulder. Let's go for 4. Use your core to bring it in. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, set your arm and your leg down. The ball goes behind your left knee. Shoulders over your hands, hips right over your knees. Ready? We're gonna lift the left leg, lower, lift, lower. We're going up and down, up and down. Squeezing your glute when you lift that leg back up. Exhale, inhale, lift, lower. Shoulders, hips stay parallel to the floor. Squeeze your glutes when you lift. 4, 3, 2. Now on this last one, we're gonna hold that leg up. Little pulses up, 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 and up. Just little pulses of that leg. Squeeze your butt every time you pulse up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set that knee down. Now take the ball into your right hand. Reach it out away from you. So right arm is going to be long. Left leg is going to be long. Ready? We're going to lift the arm and leg. Lower, lift, lower. Find that stability in your core and your left shoulder. We exhale up and down, lift, lower. Squeeze your glutes every time you lift that leg. Up, down, abs are in. 4, 3, 2. Okay, on this last one we hold. Ready? We tuck, we go elbow to knee. Inhale out, exhale, tuck, elbow to knee. Inhale out, tuck, bring it in. Inhale, extend, exhale, inhale. Use your core to tuck. Use your core to stabilize you. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, set the ball to the side. We're gonna lie down onto our stomachs. When we get down, our forearms are gonna be down onto the mat. I'm gonna curl my toes underneath me. My legs are gonna be out a little wider than hip distance away. We're gonna push into our forearms. We're going into a forearm plank. Ready? Lift those hips up. Hold yourselves here. Now our feet are wider because we're gonna add in some hip dips. So I'm gonna dip my right hip down, lift, dip my left hip down, lift. We're gonna go side to side. Imagine you're making a rainbow with your butt. Up and over, up and over. Adjust your toes as needed. Use your obliques to get your hips back up and over. 3, one more right, one more left. Last one on the left, pause center. Set your knees down. Okay, open your knees wide, child's pose. Hips are back, chest drops down in between your arms. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Okay, then we're gonna take both hands to the right side. We're gonna stretch out that left side body. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Then we're gonna take both hands to the left side, stretch out that right side body again, in through the nose, out through the mouth with that breath. Okay, we can go both hands back center, wide again, just stretch back. Okay, then we can go ahead, sit ourselves up. You can just sit off to the sides. We are all finished. I hope you enjoyed that nice quick mat workout. Thank you so much for joining me today.